What do you hope will happen, not only in 1984, but for the rest of your professional life? What are your dreams? What's left?
To rule the world.
Well, I mean, it's always good to say something like that, just in case, you know, you actually do it. Madonna's famous words on Dick Clark have now become legendary. With her music, fashion, videos, movies, books, etc., etc., yes, she did take over the world. And this hour, we're going to look at how she began her crusade. These are her first 10 videos. And early on, Madonna wasn't afraid to get dirty. She spent most of her time slithering around on the floor. In fact, for her first video, a road was blocked off so the Material Girl could roll around on the asphalt. Anything to get attention, you know what I mean? Here's how Madonna introduced herself to the world in her first video from 1982. She was really burning up, wasn't she? So you think Madonna sounded a little girlish in the early days? Well, it was no accident, especially in this next song. The vocals in Borderline were altered to make Madonna sound younger, even though she was only 26 years old at the time. But her lyrics were hardly innocent. Some have suggested that the song is actually about having an orgasm. Borderline. Maybe the song's about almost having an orgasm. Anyway, it kind of makes you see it in a whole different light, now doesn't it? Coming up, all right, what classic 80s film was also the name of Madonna's first band? The answer, of course, is Breakfast Club. That was the name of her first band. Okay, so get out your crosses and your double mesh shirts because we're looking at Madonna's boy toy years here on Madonna-rama. Now, her boy toy image didn't really get fleshed out, so to speak, until our next video from 1984. This one is Lucky Star. And in this video, Madonna combined an innocent nursery rhyme, remember, Starlight, Starbright? And she paired it with a bare belly button, a little bit of a suggestive floor routine happening, and some serious religious hardware. Well, let's say she used all of it to take her first step toward world domination. Of course, the first thing she conquered was a nation of squealing teenage girls. And here's Madonna with Lucky Star. Now, early on, a whole lot of people were uncomfortable with Madonna because of her use of religion and sex in her videos. But that didn't stop her. Madonna's second album would be titled Like a Virgin. The operative word here is like. And there's a whole lot of jokes here that we're not even going to touch. Let's just say that the title track became her first #1 hit from 1984. Here she is. She was like a virgin. When we come back, the attack of the Madonna wannabes. So who was the major magazine that was ballsy enough to publish an article titled How to Protect Your Children from Madonna? The article was published by McCall's. Well, we're gorging ourselves on Madonna's early videos, especially the ones that helped define her career from 1983 to 1986. We like to call those her Like a Virgin years. Yes, you have officially entered Madonna-rama. Hold on to your hats. Now, in the early 80s, Madonna adopted a style that single-handedly saved the hair bow, the crucifix, and fishnet stockings, of course. What else would I be talking about? But the look was only temporary because, as you know, Madonna would become the woman of 1,000 faces. So what do you like? Lace, rubber, leather? How about a nice suit? Hey, the point is, whatever fashion you're into, you can bet Madonna's worn it.
I'm different every day. I'm different every month. I'm different every year.
Whatever Madonna's look, it's always copied. Spotting Madonna wannabes has always been easy, and sometimes scary. While some wonder what secret philosophy is behind Madonna's ever-changing look, well, there may be a simple answer.
Everyone always says, oh, she reinvented herself. But the thing is, I just get a new haircut every year.
Well, that and a new hair color, a new exercise routine, and a new designer. Madonna puts as much effort into her image as she does her music. Do you remember the first time Madonna drastically changed her look? Well, it was back in 1984 with her ode to that other blonde bombshell, Marilyn Monroe. And here she is, because she's a material girl.
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me, I think they're okay. In a material world, living
nothing but classic Madonna videos here on VH1, and we're showing you just about everything she did on camera in her early years, including this rarely seen clip from a 1979 independent art film called A Certain Sacrifice. Don't go get famous, because it's all going to come out.
Get him! Would you get him? He's at the door!
Now, if you couldn't tell, Madonna plays a girl who's raped and employs her gang to seek revenge on her rapist. Enough of that lighthearted family fare. Now we've got Madonna's first appearance in a real movie, the Matthew Modine flick Vision Quest. From 1985, here's her first big ballad, Crazy for You.
Swaying room as I need you. I'm crazy, crazy for you.
Okay, so where'd Madonna earn her big money before she got her big break? You know what? If you guess any of these, you're right, because Madonna worked at all of them. I guess you'd have to say she knows everybody's secret sauce, right? Well, we're taking a look at Madonna's career from 1983 to 1986 here on Madonna-rama. Now, right now, we're in her first movie phase. Her first big film role was a real stretch for Madonna because she played herself.
Who's going, stranger?
Desperately Seeking Susan was in fact tagged the Madonna movie and became the 5th highest grossing film of 1985. Meanwhile, the soundtrack was released, and Into the Groove became a smash hit for Madonna without ever being released as a single.
Get into the groove, boy, you got to prove you're to me. Yeah, follow me, yeah, got to be.
Remember when Tipper Gore and the Parents Music Resource Council was crusading to censor rock music? Well, it seems old Tipper has mellowed out these days, but back in the 80s, she was on a warpath, a path that put her on a collision course with a certain Miss Ciccone. Well, the Material Girl versus the Warning Sticker Warrior finally erupted in '85 when Madonna released Dress You Up. Now, I have no idea what's wrong with the song about dressing someone up in love, but what the heck? The song actually made Tipper's Filthy 15 for its overt sexual message. Dress you up in my love, overt sexual message. You do the math. Of course, it became a huge hit. But then that's usually how these things go, isn't it? So why did Madonna get kicked out of her East Village apartment in '82? Well, let's just say someone went crazy with a spray paint can. By the time 1986 rolled around, however, Madonna was, dare we say it, just beginning to mature. No more spray painting on the walls. On her Who's That Girl tour, she actually dedicated the song Live to Tell to her best friend, Martin Burgoyne. He was suffering with AIDS. Martin and Madonna were inseparable, which didn't exactly thrill her boyfriend, Sean Penn, but Madonna's closeness to her friend led her to do AIDS charity work, and she even donated proceeds from a huge Madison Square Garden concert to the cause. Here's the song that became a symbol of her love and dedication from 1986. This is Live to Tell. Well, by 1986, Madonna had 2 #1 singles, 2 movies under her belt, and a load of press, good and bad. She'd given the music world a swift kick in the tush, but she was also a cultural phenomenon. Fashion, sex, religion, they'd all felt the presence of the Material Girl. And much to the chagrin of conservative types, she was far from done. Well, we hope you enjoyed our look at Madonna's early years, and by the way, it's okay to admit it. You thought she was cool. I did. Come on, we all did. I'll see you later.